How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be opening some packs. I'm going to be playing some Battle Royale, but first, before I get into that, I want to talk a little bit about these team affinity programs. If you notice at the bottom there, I completed the exchanges, and that allowed me to get to 45 stars. Then I just filled up a team with the respected team of Grind Squad Commons and Bronze players, and I just got some of these cards in a matter of hours. I completed some of those team affinities. I believe I completed 7 of them. I talked a little bit about it in my previous video, but these packs I unlocked through playing the Conquest mode. I unlocked Ty Cobb. I also beat the Jackie Robinson Conquest, which didn't take very long. I completed the Eric Gagne Conquest, and I also completed the First Inning Conquest. I have not done the Keith Hernandez one yet, but that is how you get the Gold Hal Newhouser. That was the card that I faced in the previous video. And as I am opening up some of these packs here, I am quick selling or selling the cards right away on the market to the highest bidder, because I'm trying to gain some stubs in order to play Battle Royale. I know that's going to be tough for me. I've struggled with that mode a lot. I went 12-0 twice in MLB The Show 18, and I didn't really play the mode all that much. But this year I'm looking to get some stubs that way. Since there isn't really an event going on right this minute, I figured I would just play some Battle Royale after I got some of these team affinity cards. If I just jumped right into a game on the harder difficulty, on legend difficulty, then I probably wouldn't hit the best, and I would have to at least practice a little bit in Battle Royale. I figured that was a good way to kind of warm up again for ranked seasons. But I will be trying to debut some of these cards that I just recently unlocked through the Team Affinity program. These packs I opened up before I unlocked some of those cards. That's why I'm a bronze level 82 in this clip, but I was a bronze level 90 in the previous one. Kind of just bounce around. I uploaded put these clips in a different type of order because I wanted to talk a little bit about those affinities. Those affinities are great ways to get a good diamond team with a low amount of stubs. I mean, some of those exchanges cost me 15, 16,000 stubs in order to get those. I sold Steve Finley when I picked up Ichiro. I sold Machado and JD Martinez, and I really built the rest of my team. I sold a couple of the gold pitchers that I had. I used the stubs I got from these packs right here in order to play Battle Royale, but also exchange some cards. I mean, you guys saw in the screenshot from a little bit before, you have to exchange the rivals of the teams, and a lot of the rivals in certain divisions, I mean, a lot of those cards are in the gold choice packs along the XP reward path, and I bought probably 10 Kyle Hendricks 84 overalls for 1,800 stubs, and then I just exchanged them because they're worth 15,000. And if you do the math, you're going to spend a little bit more on the 74 overall bronze. If you're spending about 200 for each one, you're going to spend about 3,000 stubs for the same amount of exchange points that you would for the 1,800, 15,000 84 overall Kyle Hendricks. I know that was kind of a lot of numbers, but if it makes sense, I was trying to get 83 overall golds and 84 overall golds and a couple, even some silvers that I felt were going for a better price and better exchange value than some of those bronze cards. Anyway, maybe it was some of those 74 overall bronze were going for more than 200. They were going for 250, 275 stubs, depending on which exchanges you were trying to do. For example, I think the Jose Reyes was the most expensive one that I did, but I also had a few gold cards to exchange, and that helped me out as well. But definitely a good position to get. I mean, I sold Lindor, so I definitely sold a few cards that I had, but I felt like it was a pretty good move. I mean, I built my team all around. I got a good pitching staff now, and I got some good relievers to go to, or at least a couple guys that I don't mind using rather than silvers. But so far in this pack opening, no diamonds, a few gold cards, and then we do have a guaranteed gold card at the very end. That's from the XP reward path. That is a choice pack, so I should have a couple selections in that one. But definitely, I mean, still got a few good silvers in this one. Starlin Castro was going for a little bit. I mean, a couple good players that I was able to, get some good Battle Royale stubs, good stubs for a few exchanges that I hadn't completed up until this point. There's a Gary Sanchez, so that'll be a nice card to keep for a future event, or, he's just a good card to have. Here's another gold card, so I'll take it. Masahiro Tanaka, looks like. I wish I would have. I haven't pulled any good golds yet. I haven't pulled a Cody Bellinger, and I haven't pulled a Ronald Acuna, so I'm looking to at least get one of those guys soon. Those 2 golds are going for the most amount of stubs, and I've been pulling a lot of Marcelo Zunas, a lot of 1K golds. I got a Tommy Pham earlier in this pack opening, but also pretty good card. He's got a good swing. These icons and everything I just sell. I don't really need the stadium sounds or the icons. And just as I say that, we get a Cody Bellinger in the choice pack, and he's going for 5 times the amount of anybody else. So I know it's a no-brainer. I'm going to go ahead and select him, but I wanted to look at the other guys that I did have in that pack. Another good one in Josh Donaldson. But let's go ahead and get right into the gameplay. This is a Battle Royale gameplay that I think I'm at like 2 wins on this run. I don't necessarily have any of the drafts from this one, but I am going to do a montage video of a bunch of Battle Royale. This seems to be how some of my games are going. A lot of home runs are hit from both sides there as Rogers Hornsby sends out a 3-run homer. I really want to get that card. And let's get into the next one there. I mean, the opponent didn't quit or anything. He finished out a lot of the games, but I wanted to just focus on some of the big hits, some of the highlights. And I don't want to make any opponents look bad either, so I wanted to explain that as well. But here we have Harrison Bader up at the plate, a budget silver card that's very good. Doesn't really have the most power versus righties, but he does have a good swing. And that one carries out to right field. Here's the team affinity, Jose Reyes. And I'm really excited to use this card in ranked seasons, but here he is in Battle Royale sending out a no-doubt home run. Doesn't really have the most power, but 50's power from both sides, that is going to be enough to hit a couple no-doubters if you do square it up. And there with Matt Adams, a budget silver, good power hitting left-handed bat, and he sends one out too. So a few home runs so far. And I mean, just like that, I didn't include some of the at-bats that the opponent had. But definitely some good players in Battle Royale, and I haven't really had all that much success playing. I mean, I've gotten to 6-0 a couple times, and or you know, 6-0, 5-0 a couple times, and then I lost a game or 2, and then I would just go ahead and forfeit the run, redraft, because I'm looking to at least get to like 9 or 10 wins if I'm not trying to redraft. So that way I have a good chance of getting a diamond card, if not 12-0 flawless. And this opponent was a 12-0 Battle Royale player, definitely a good guy, and he sends one out with Gary Sanchez to lead off the game. So just as I hit a couple home runs, I'm going to be serving them up as well. I've gotten lit up quite a bit in BR recently, and I don't have all the gameplay, so if you did destroy me in Battle Royale, I tip my cap to you. You're a good player, and I try to include as many home runs given up as possible, and there is going to be another one sent out. And this is one of the games where I'm actually 6-0, so don't want to get too far behind in this one. Down 3 runs already, facing Gary Sanchez, who already has a home run, and he's going to send another one deep. So definitely got smoked in this one, and that's how Battle Royale works on All-Star mode, 3-inning games. Anything can happen. You can lose on bloops, you can lose on really giving up 4 home runs, whatever the case is. You can lose on a variety of different ways. You can lose on fielding errors. You can lose on a pass ball. I've probably lost the game of Battle Royale every possible way, and there Rhys Hoskins on a new draft is going to send one deep. So definitely a good way to start off this game. I mean, earlier on in your run, you're going to go up against other people that are just starting out their run as well. The previous opponent was probably deeper in his run, but I was unable to continue on the hot streak, and the opponent did end up winning that last game 4-2, and I was able to score a couple runs, but I didn't hit any home runs. So I didn't want to include it. I just wanted to include a lot of homers in this one and show you guys that Battle Royale is full of dingers, and ranked seasons is not as much on the higher difficulties. It's not, you don't hit as many home runs in ranked, but I do like the long ball, so I wanted to show some good hits from both sides, the opponent as well. I've given up some great hits, and always have to admire the home runs that are hit off of you when it's not real baseball. In real baseball, I used to get very upset if I gave up a home run, but it's going to happen. It's part of the game. And now we have Eddie Matthews up the plate. This Eddie Matthews is a really good card. I really want to get this guy for my ranked seasons team. He'd be a great third baseman. However, I do have that Evan Longoria, and Evan Longoria is also a really good budget card, one of the better overall players. But Eddie Matthews is going to send one deep. I think I was hitting like 800 with this card. Here he is up again later on in the game with 2 guys on base, and he's going to send another one deep. So a 2 home run game, 5 RBIs for Eddie Matthews. Pretty crazy in a 3-inning game that happened, but that's BR for you. You get the guys up, and I mean, the PCI in this mode is absolutely huge, as Rhys Hoskins is going to send another one. So far, back-to-back pretty good runs, even though I was unable to finish off the last one. I was 6-1. I ended up losing that last run as well. I had a couple victories. just had a tough time getting a streak going without losing a game or without giving up quite a few homers in a short amount of innings. Like, there'd be a couple games where I would just, serve up 4 home runs in the first 2 innings. I'm like, well, it's going to be tough to come back on that one. But Jonathan Scope is sending one deep. Now we are jumping to the next one. Kyle Schwarber up at the plate, and he's going to send one deep, dead center field on a pitch above the zone. So, I mean, I was hitting the ball well. I just got to be more consistent and string together some nice base hits and not necessarily just focus on the home run. I just wanted to focus on the home run for this video. A lot of home runs to be hit. There's Jonathan VR hits a 3-run shot. I was able to tie up the game, making it a 3-3 game, and Marwin Gonzalez off the bench as a pinch hitter. He's going to send one deep. He was playing up on inside edge versus right-handed pitching. And I believe this is the last one from the last clip for the video. But we have Willie Mays. This opponent has that Tony Gwynn, Jose Bautista. We have Ronald Acuna, Alex Bregman, Gary Sanchez. Definitely a good team overall. A lot of good silver cards as well. And that's probably something that is a factor in my BR ability this year, is that there's different teams. I have to approach my draft slightly different, as Jose Bautista smacks one out for a walk-off homer. I mean, it's just a little bit of a different strategy in these types of games. Oh yeah, no, there's one more game. I did give up a 3-run shot to Tyler Flowers there, and that's how we're going to end this one. So I wasn't able to finish off that run either. I've been having a tough time in BR, but I've had a lot of fun with it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of home runs, but peace out, everybody.